So over the last couple of weeks, we've been looking at different aspects of the Christmas story. We started off by looking at the unexpected ways that God reveals himself to people. And there's lots of examples in the Bible. If you're familiar with the story of Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, who's ever seen Joseph live? Yeah, you'll know the story about how God revealed himself through dreams. There's even a talking donkey in the Bible. So Tim was actually acting out a real Bible character this morning. But in this story that we've been looking at this morning, we see how an angel was sent to Mary, to Zechariah, and to the shepherds to bring this news. And then last week, Sarah looked at some of the unexpected people that God revealed himself to. Jesus was first revealed to an unborn baby, John, the son of Zechariah and Elizabeth, Mary's cousin, who leapt when Mary, who was pregnant with Jesus, came near. And then we have the shepherds who in the culture of the day were some of the lowest, the dirtiest, the smelliest people. They were so smelly, they made them live on the edge of the town. Not at all the type of people that you would expect to be anywhere near the birth of a king. Is there any fans of this program in this morning? You ever seen this, The Crown, the series on Netflix? And I've started watching it recently. Sarah got me into it. And in the very first series, the royal family's debating how can we be more relatable to the general public. So they do something incredible, had never been done before. They decided to let ordinary people into Buckingham Palace. So we see the Queen mixing with the riffraff of the day, like people like double glazing salesmen. And in the program, it's presented as if the royal family's doing this under duress. But by comparison, what God did, he actually sought out and invited the dirty, smelly shepherds to be with Mary and Joseph at the birth of his son. And then at the other end of the spectrum, we see really wealthy, wise men who traveled thousands of miles following a star. Another unexpected way where God revealed himself to some unexpected people. But through both the shepherd and the wise men, we see the extremes of society in that picture. And for me, what that does, it's pointing to the inclusive nature of God. Because all were, and all still are, invited to celebrate the birth of God's Son, Jesus, the Savior of the world. And today, you might not see yourself as good enough, perhaps not worthy, that the God who spoke the world into being would want to bother with you. But all are welcome. All are invited to the party. No one is too bad or has done too much in their past for God not to want a personal relationship with you. And when the angel appeared to the shepherds, he said, "I bring you news of great joy for all people." And that statement is as true today as it was 2,000 years ago. The birth of Jesus is still good news for all people. And all people can experience great joy through him. Today, you might see yourself as an unexpected person in that you've never really given this story much thought. But maybe today, God is starting to reveal himself to you in an unexpected way through this well-known story about an unexpected gift that God gave the world. You see, the Christmas story is full of unexpected ways, of unexpected people, and unexpected gifts. And having looked at some of those other things over the last couple of weeks, we're going to look at unexpected gifts today. Who likes to get an unexpected gift? Yeah? And I'm guessing by now, you will have no doubt dropped loads of hints about what you want for Christmas. And getting what's on your Christmas list is always nice. It's always nice when the people actually read it and buy what you want, isn't it? But for me, some of the best gifts that I've ever had are the unexpected ones. The ones that Sarah's told me there's no way I'm getting because it's too expensive, and then she buys it for me anyway, using the joint account. Or the gift that perhaps you knew that you wanted but didn't ask for because you just assumed it wouldn't happen. So to get us really thinking about some unexpected gifts today, we have some giveaways. Woo! And we, as I said at the beginning, we have something from the Apple shop, a brand new mobile, and some homemade chocolate truffles. And I thought, what was the fairest way to do this? And in terms of being able to pick people at random. So as you were coming in, we recognized who was coming in. We put all your names into our supercomputer, and we've got some people who are going to be picked completely at random. And if I get the first one is going to be the one from the Apple shop. Ooh. Now, if I said to you, you could go to the Apple shop and pick anything you wanted, what would it be? A Granny Smith. What else? AirPods, iPads, iPhones. So let's see, first of all, who is the first winner. It's Laura! Now, I know Laura is delighted because Laura would love an Apple product, wouldn't you? We've talked about this many. So Laura, why don't you come up and see what you've been selected? And today's Christmas service is proudly brought to you by the sponsors. It's not really. We've got like 1,000 of these in our loft at work, and I'm desperately trying to get rid of them. So I've already wrapped up 7 for Sarah's Christmas, 1 for every day of the week. So Laura, why don't you see what you've got from the Apple shop? Oh,
a pretty big apple, isn't it?
There you go. Is that not the best unexpected gift from the Apple shop?
It's better than an iPhone, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes, you go back to your Android. So let's see who is going to be the winner of our brand new mobile. Ooh, this is an exciting one, isn't it? Let's see who's the supercomputer picks out. It's Mark! Oh! So you want to come up, Mark? Now, I know that you do a lot of cycling and you're out on the road all the time. And Katrina had actually said to me she planned to buy you the most expensive mobile that she could find to make sure that when you're out cycling, you would be safe. So let's have a look at see what the mobile that you've got. Brand new mobile. Oh, look at that. Completely brand new. The packaging's still on it. There you go. So there's a nice present, unexpected gift for you. Now, the last one, I think this is is this your favourite one, Eves? Yeah, how long did we spend doing these chocolates yesterday? Ages and ages, didn't we? Yeah. So let's see who the lucky winner of our chocolates are. It's Tim! I think Tim has got the best one. So why don't you open this up, Tim, and see what they're like. Now, they look pretty good, don't they? Open them up. What's that, Evie? You'd like him to try one? Okay, let's see.
There's 6.
6, there you go. Why don't you take a nice big bite out of that? Homemade chocolate truffle. So these really are Belgium truffles because inside them is Brussels sprouts. Oh! And actually, to get the chocolate to melt and stuff, we needed a little bit of olive oil, didn't we? The only one we could find was garlic olive oil. So that's. Tim seems to be quite enjoying that, to be fair. So when you first heard what we had to give away this morning, they might not have been exactly what you expected these gifts to turn out to be. And I said at times, sometimes the unexpected gift can be the best present that you get, and other times you have to fake a smile, don't you, and pretend it's really good. And my dad recently came back from Africa, and he said he was going to come here this morning and give a special gift to our offering. And he pulled out this $100 million banknote. And at first I thought, that actually could be quite handy. See if we had $100 million this morning. We could do something, I don't know, paint the hall, something really exciting like that. Or buy John a new drum kit. But this was not as I expected, as it turns out that this note, which was legal tender not that long ago, is currently worth $1. So sometimes gifts, unexpected gifts, can be fantastic, other times not so much. But for Mary and Joseph, I'm sure their unexpected gifts were fantastic. They really appreciated them. Because when some unexpected strangers came with some unexpected gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now, the traditional story we talk about as 3 wise men, the Bible doesn't actually put a number on how many wise men there are. We assume there's 3 because there was 3 gifts. And the gifts that they brought, they're actually of great value and significance, worthy of a future king. And Bible students have said that the gifts were symbolic not only of Jesus' identity, but also what he would go on to accomplish. And these gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gold was for royalty, frankincense was a gift for deity, and myrrh was a spice used to anoint for burial. But these were also really practical gifts as well. Who knows, as a new parent, one of the best gifts that you can receive is cash. And that's effectively what the gold was. But frankincense was known to kill bacteria and was used as an antiseptic to help with things like indigestion and asthma, so a lot of medicinal qualities around it, as was myrrh, which was also known to kill bacteria and used as an anti-inflammatory. And remember, this was in the days way before the NHS. And as we saw in our very realistic nativity scene, the newborn baby was born into a manger where Sean the sheep had had his dinner about 20 minutes before. So it wasn't at Raigmore with a nice sterile cot and environment. So actually the medicinal value around these gifts was quite significant. So we can assume that Mary and Joseph would have been thrilled with their unexpected gifts. But as we've seen today, some people are less happy with their unexpected gifts than I thought they would be. Because what they heard led to an assumption about what that would be, which turned out not to be the case. And this is what actually happened for a lot of people when they heard that Jesus the Messiah was going to be born. Jesus was God's unexpected gift to the world. And you say, but why was Jesus an unexpected gift? Because we just heard in the story that his birth had been prophesied about. And that's true. The coming of Jesus, the Messiah, the one who would save the world, had long been expected. It had been prophesied about. Hundreds of years before the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary, it had been prophesied that the baby would be born